Sure, you're extremely delighted with the performance of your team today, first of all.
Oh yes, very excited. You know, we had, it was a must-win game for us, and the way we fought all the way down to the wire, the belief the guys continue to show in each other, you know, pull us through in the end. And you know, obviously we had man of the match performance by Sunil Narain, Malan and Gill in the power play overs, and Ravi Rampal, you know, opening and with the new ball and giving us that start. Also Samuel Badri and a run out from Smithy coming on to fill in a crucial over for us, you know, and that brilliant catch by Christopher Gill. So all in all, it was a good team effort, and we're just so happy to be in the semi-finals.
Okay, what were your nerves like as you approached the final over of the match with Ross Taylor in, and then the super over which Marlon bowled?
Well, I think I was less nervous in the super over, because I backed Chris and Marlon to get 18 runs. You know, we all know the caliber of Chris, the power he possesses. You know, but it was good that we held our nerve. You know, it was a cracker of a game. You know, New Zealand had two of them. Unfortunately, they were on the losing end. But that's cricket for you, and I guess the viewing, the public, the people at the ground had a fantastic day of cricket today.
People in the Caribbean would have been waking up out of their beds this morning to watch the match. Some would be supporting you to the end. Some would be saying, that's what we don't have a bad day at the park. What would be your message to the people in the Caribbean now that you have won in such sensational fashion and qualified for the Final Four?
Well, the good thing is I know everybody is happy that we're in the semis. And like I've said before, when we left the Caribbean, we had one goal, one team, one people, and the mission was to win the World Cup. We were still in there, and I remember that these two games we played against UE and the HPC, you know, the love we felt from the crowd that came on support and sending us off to Sri Lanka. It was a form of motivation for us. Yes, I know we left it to the last crucial moments and cutting it close, but the good thing is that we still stand a chance of winning this World Cup, and I know this will give us more confidence going into the semi-finals.
Some commentators have suggested the West Indies haven't fired yet. All other teams have showed their hand. The West Indies, they say, haven't fired yet. So if you're into the Final Four and you haven't fired, what does that mean as you go forward? Well,
it means that we will fire sometime, and no better time to fire than in the semi-finals. You know, we've had performances coming from different players, but we've not had that complete, that perfect match where our batters do what they're supposed to do and our bowlers and our fielding come up to the party. So hopefully we could bring that all-round game in the semi-finals.
A word on Marlon Samuels. He's batted extremely well for the West Indies this year in all formats. He's now bowling with an injury, and he's still putting his hand up and saying, I want the ball. He's had his troubles in the past, but what have you seen of Marlon Samuels in this tournament that makes you happy to have him around?
Well, since he came back, he's been saying he missed 2 years of international runs, and the way he's batted for us and bowled for us this year has just been superb. You know, I know he had have an injury, and people might be wondering why I don't bowl him more in the games. But you know, I know when it comes to the pressure situation, you know, the last couple of overs, you know, he backs himself, and we as a team back him to get the job done for us. He's done it twice, and you know, his bowling is just a plus for us. And so hopefully, you know, we could progress well, and everybody could turn up and have good games in semi-finals.
In every cricket match, even the shortest format, there's subplots. We saw today Kyron Pollard. He's not in his best form, but we saw him fighting hard. He got 1 or 2 boundaries, and he eventually got a score that helped the West Indies to a tie-in score. What would be your words to Pollard at this moment?
Well, you know, with us as a team, like you said, we've not had a a perfect game. You know, obviously myself, Pollard, Russell, we've been going in with a few overs to bat and we've not really fired. You know, it was good to see Pollard fighting, and even in the power play, in the super over, he had already put his hand forward that he wants to go out and do it for the team. So I believe once we spend time at the crease, and in spending time at the crease, that means we will be in trouble and we're batting early. So it's about reading the situation of the game very quickly and backing ourselves to execute our plans. And it was good to see today Pollard playing a different role and fight, giving us a fight in total that we end up winning.
This is the third ICC World T20 where the men play alongside the women. In 2009, the West Indies men qualified for the semifinals. The women didn't. In 2010, the West Indies women qualified for the semifinals and the men didn't. Now this year, both the men and the women have qualified. I'm sure you're happy for the girls as well.
Oh yes, I'm extremely happy. I remember speaking to the captain, Marissa, when they were in England. And, you know, they had, I think, two or three games, 4 games where they lost, and I said to her, well, you know, you could leave your losing in the warm-ups, but it's the last game, and try to win this one and gather momentum coming into the tournament. And they did that, and so far they've been doing really well. So it's good that both Caribbean teams are in the semi-finals, and hopefully we could go one step further in make it into the semis and into the finals. But I'm quite happy and elated for both teams, you know, the men and the women, and it shows that you know, we as a people, we striving, and we could improve at every game we play, and winning this tournament would mean a lot to the Caribbean people, and it would be a good finish that both teams end up with lifting the trophy. But we got we got 2 more hurdles to jump. Semi-finals first. Hopefully we'll jump it and see what happens in the finals.
And overall, what would you say is the motivating, the thing behind the team now, the push behind the team? What do you say has taken you through these tight situations?
Like I said before, you know, we came here on a mission. One goal. Everybody believed that, you know, we could come to Sri Lanka and win. You know, we know the fans, the people, you know, who support West Indies are craving for silverware, for success. And the way we played this year against New Zealand, you know, that gave the Caribbean team hope. And you know, we believe. I think the biggest strength for us is the belief in the team, the belief in each other, the belief that whoever is called upon to do the job for the team at that point will deliver, you know. And I think that's taken us run. We saw today in that do or die game for us that guys put up their hand and came forward, and we end up winning. So hopefully we could take that same belief and transfer it into performances on the cricket field come semi-finals.